Liberia, like I said, is one of the best countries in the world, whether you believe it or not. You understand? Yeah, it's a small country. It's one of the best countries. You know, we are very good people. And then I think what we should strive for is for our country to survive. You know, and that's why we promote peace in our country. You know, for so many years we've been promoting peace, and people that brought war still continue to have the face idea of discrimination. This is wrong, and we will not sit as citizens of this country. I was in opposition before. I faced this thing before, and then of course I'm in opposition. We'll put check to that.
Wow. And these things happen in the wake of these turbulent times. You know, the economic hardship is very high, and there were people that you may have placed on payroll and so forth here and there, but these are Liberians. In the wake of all of these hardships, they have been taking off jobs, and some of them could be angered by that and take matters into their own hands. And you are a man of peace, and if they did support you and they are suffering because they are associated with you, people have been taking up tenure positions. Whoever associated with you, either directly or indirectly, they have been taking up jobs. These things could anger people and they could take matters in their own hands. What say you to this? Yeah.
Maybe the international community that were reminding us to make sure that we don't break the rules and regulations. They are still there, and we have to respect the laws of the republic. That's what we did when I was in power. When they tell me that no, this is a tenure position, you cannot move the person until the tenure expire. So be it. That's the law. We can break the law. So I hope that the government will take heed. It's important to respect the law of the republic. We're not a democratic period, so we need to respect the law. All we look for is to respect the law, and that's what we did.
Looking at the common people are losing their jobs at various places as well. Not just only tenure position holders. They are the one that feeling the pinch the most. They got nothing.
Ab, when you are angry and you let the wrong people thinking that they are the savior is wrong. You understand? We were in opposition before. If you employ poor people that have the minimum, and somebody come to power and believe that because they associate with other people, they have to be taking a job. This is very bad. That's not good. No leader can do that. You know, and what, $50 job, $100 job. You mean the government that come to power that came to rescue cannot even give a $50, $100 job or lead a citizen on that job? This is wrong. It's wrong. It be everything that they're doing wrong, and we know that. You know, but again, the peace of Liberia is the most important. It's the most important, and that's why we in accordance with the law. You know, this is wrong. People supported the Unity Party. I came to power. I left them there. These are citizens of the country. But you can employ a Senegalese man and you refuse to employ a Liberian? Is that what it is? No, it's wrong. It's wrong. Everything that they're doing is wrong, Abi. The disrespect is wrong. Breaking our laws is wrong. And the old men know that. Bwaga know that. Bwaga know that. When we were there, the Bwaka, we used to go to him, even fee Bwaka because of his title. You know what I'm saying? Make him comfortable because of a title. But you see what he's doing? You get a lot of gangsters around here and thinking that Liberia is afraid of gangsters. It's a lie. It's a lie.
Wow. But you should be concerned as well. Why it is true that you're in opposition, you should be concerned. You also have a responsibility to maintain the peace of the country. Though the burden has shifted on the government to maintain the peace.
Maybe I've always kept the peace of the Republic of Liberia.
Okay.
During Ellen time, I've kept the peace. During President Dota, I kept the peace. Amos Soyota, I kept the peace. Charles Taylor, I kept the peace. I have never broken anything in this country. I work for peace in our country, and I'm on record. Even the United Nations know that I work for peace. So I'm not trying to break the peace. What I'm telling you that those people that say they came to rescue us, they are breaking the laws of the republic, and it is wrong. If you can't see it, AB, it is wrong. It is wrong because in the government that I serve, training position was respected. Today, you can say that you're taking the person off because he associated with somebody. No, but you see, we are different. The respect I have for Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, I kept that respect, and the respect I kept for her, to respect the laws of the republic. I even work with Ellen Johnson as a peace ambassador. You understand? So I don't have a issue of keeping the peace of the country. Of course, we are peaceful, but we will not allow people to break our laws and then intimidate or people, and we just sit. That would never happen. You know, we in opposition. Ellen Johnson, Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, let me give her the respect because that's somebody that I respect so much. She did some things that we disagreed, and we went to her and spoke to her. By the rule of law, you know, we have the right to protest, and we protest. We went to Ellen, and she understood that. She came on the table and we talked. You understand? They respecting leaders that are traveling, and you refuse for them to use the laws that they build, and Liberians sit down there and say, yeah, it's right. No, it's not right. If the Bwaka man, he was not even president, and we gave him a VIP all the time he's traveling. What you're doing is wrong, and you need to wake up. Those things are wrong. Those things are wrong. Everyone said that. You want that change? Bwaka was not a change. Bwaka was never the change. Those few people that believe that all the years, almost 171 years, they left this country, they wanted to come back because where they went, there was no passion. They think that they can get in Liberia and lie, say they came for a change. There's never came for a change. Why they changing? To break the laws is why they changing? No. There will be a period, and we'll check. But again, like I said to all citizens, and that's what you saw today, in the ring, go to have your program and be peaceful. Enjoy yourselves. Be together, recalibrate. You know what I'm saying? Regain the people confidence. And Liberians are there. You got.
Thank you so kindly. Thank you so much. Let me, as usual, say good morning to the peace-loving people of our country, Mama Liberia, across the 15 sub-political division of the Republic of Liberia. I greet you all this morning with clarity and extension. Those of you across Masorado County within the 17th electoral district, maybe you are on your way to work at your job area, your business area, or maybe you are set for a special interview. You are on a pimping, on a keke, on a motorbike, on a private or commercial vehicle, and you are in tune to Kings 88.5. Let me say good morning. Let me say good morning to all of our keke riders. You are wonderful people. Those of you that have our platform amplified on, your keke, I'd like to say thank you. And I might not know you in person, but I want to say thank you. Those who on board, if they don't like, let them get down. If they don't want to listen to what you are listening to, let them get down. There are many kekes anyway. So good morning to you. The motorcyclist, those of you at the different intersections. You are in tune to Kings 88.5. Gentlemen, how you doing, man? Dato, Shigi, how you doing, man? How you doing, guys? You guys are wonderful people. I love you. My man Moame and the team that at the Kawa New Georgia Junction. I love you guys. Those guys at Looking Town Cinema Junction, at the Jamaica Road Junction, at the Freeport Junction, at the Clarendon Junction. Yes, at the EAW Junction, at the SDA Cooper Road Junction, all the different junctions, GSA Road Junction. I like to say good morning to all of you. You are very special people. We love you. To our taxi drivers, good morning to you. Those of you on your maybe driving your vehicle, your private vehicle, and you are in tune to Kings 88.5, I want to say good morning to you. You're so special to us. And all of you across the country following us by means of radio, maybe by the social media, I'd like to say good morning to you. Good morning to you. Thank you, man. We're grateful to God for you. Those of you across, those of you in the diaspora, let me say good morning to all of you, great people. Let me say good morning to all of you, great people. And we are very happy. We are very grateful to God for you. We are very happy and we are very grateful to God for you. You know, every time we are privileged to see a brand new day, let's give God the praise. Let's give God the glory. Let's thank Him for who He is. Happy belated birthday to beautiful Miata Dennis Day of New Georgia Estate. I slept on your birthday yesterday. I just thought today. But happy belated birthday, Miata. You celebrated in grand style. I saw your picture flooded on the social media. Congratulations, man. I pray you live long and you will live long. You are a good woman with good heart. God will bless you. God will sustain you. Thanks to the kids, the children, for celebrating along with you, the church. And I want to say my deepest sympathy to my dear sister, Kadiatu Bebeke Kamara, for the passing of your mother. Kadiatu, I saw your mother photo. She was strong. In the midst of what you've been going through with Adonis not been well, your brother, and then coming with the passing of your mother, it's shocking. But take solace in the Lord, Kadiatu. I know how you feel. But it's a difficult thing for us to ask God. He's the giver and He's the taker of life. So I want to say, on behalf of the Talk About It team and on behalf of the management and staff of Rare Communications Incorporated, we want to say our deepest sympathy to Ms. Kadiatu Bebeke Kamara. You there in the Tuazon area, and to the family there. We share your sorrow. Good to be here. And let me say to every parent, all of you that have your children, I've said that. I've conscientized my wife, my family. I've told them. Make sure that when the children go to school, send someone to pick up the children. Send someone to pick up your children. Your child or your children. Send someone. Your daughter or your son. Not anybody. Not anybody. Send someone, your daughter or your son, to pick up your child or children. I'm just giving you this advice. Maybe you are not noticing it in the community, but the children are disappearing. Maybe you're not observing it because it's not happening to you, or it's not happening in your community, but it's happening in other communities. There are people going around taking people's children, kidnapping them, carrying them. Take good care of your children. I will not be in a position to read anybody missing child announcement here, because that's what I'm telling you now. Take care of the children. When you send them to school, when it's time to go for them, go for them. Don't carelessly leave the children alone. To born a baby in that small thing, some of you are not a typical young woman, but to born is not ordinary thing. To born a child, Child a free gift from God, but it got processes. So if you are not careful, you kick it. So to get one baby, it's free from God, but the processes involved, the procedures, the pain, the joy. It's not something you take lightly. That you just dash your child, you just dash your children recklessly, made them look dirty and nasty. You just go by your business, you don't get business. Oh, you're not the only one that get money. You so poor, you want to make yourself so pitiable. No, don't do it. Take care of your children, your child, your children. Don't leave the children and you just pass around and people they catching the children. Then you can't hear, you can't have a read Mason child announcement. Who born you? That means supposed to read it. When you carelessly manage the children, don't bring that announcement here. Because I will not read it. When you send the children to school, make sure you send somebody for them. There are people going around catching people's children. Oh, you think that only election time they can catch the kids? No. These guys want children. Not the children they carry. You hear about putting, taking people's spare parts and saying that in different countries, those say. You all know there are people in the country not taking people, they're taking people taking them from on and carrying it. Liberia has gotten so bad, so wicked. You got to protect your children. You your very self. And when you're carrying your people into hospital, hey God, look, that's what I say. God will always protect us. God will always protect his elect. And my prayer for some of you that God will always protect you. Now I noticed that some of the dead body people been burying around, so when they never have passed. Either no heart there, no kidney, no tete, nothing there. I just got to realize Liberia has gotten bad under this government. Very bad. Very bad. And we got to be careful. People taking people kidney, people heart, people saying a different country. They're getting rich. And you see them, they're not doing anything. They're not working. They're not money gold. Even if the money gold, where they get the money from? They getting the money. Now knowing that what people kidney, people heart, people teeth, people nose, people ear. That's why they send in different country to sell. But you know, God will expose them in this country. God will expose you people. Those of you in a habit collecting people and put carry their people to hospital. You want to do operation so that they can kill them quickly. You take their spare parts. Look, God will expose you. The time is coming that before anybody's family member will go on an operation, we will ask for a autopsy or we'll check the body to see whether you take a pass. And that's what look at Liberia. That is what our country is not going. That is what we suffer in this country. That is why things are hard. We desecrate the land, kill innocent people to enrich ourselves, allow other people's family to grieve. We take up their past and sell to other people because we want to enrich ourselves. You expect this country to prosper and you want to be leader, you want to be head of the nation, and you are involved into act like this. Those of you that are involved, those of you that are doing it, you think men are seeing you, but God is seeing you. And that's how you will be disgraced. That's how you will be disgraced. That's how you will be disgraced. So please take care of your children. I've just given a cabinet. Let me give you a quick. I'm just trying to advise you. Don't take it out of your business. But don't bring no child missing announcement to me. In fact, I don't read those kind of announcements. You're not inside. Make sure you play your cash giveaway. That's one code, star 79, star 24 hash. Star 79, star 24 hash is the code. And you can start to play now. All right. So that is the code. That is the code. People can want you to do something, but they just feed people brain. My head get plenty to talk about. Now those funny thing now. They will not do their part of the bargaining. They won't talk about that. So every one of you are aware. But let's listen to this. I know the speaker issue is something that we will talk about. I show you I've gotten a clear picture of 8 that Speaker Kovar has resigned. And I think he has resigned with honor. He has resigned with pride. He has resigned with dignity. All right? All he wants to see is the rule of law, the country, the legislature returning to a constitutional status. And that is one thing that we all are interested in. But listen to this, Papi. These traditional people, I want us to listen to them. Where are they? Let's listen to this woman. Listen to him, please. This is the head of the Traditional Council of Liberia. You already know about what happened to this because Kovar resigned. I want to clear. They may give it to them. But listen to the head of the Traditional Council of Liberia. Let's listen to him. I want you to listen to him, Kinley.
Speaking, I'm Elder Samuel O. Phillips, the founder of this great organization, the Independent Elder Council for Peace and Reconciliation. The reason why I funded this group with my people, because there are a lot of wrong attitudes going on in the country. We don't have no law and order anymore. So the Independent Elder Council was established to restore peace and reconciliation. We are there for advocacy. We talk for the speechless and the voiceless people. We advocate for people. We talk for people. We recommend. We are not there to condemn. First, I will start with the rule of law. You know, we're built on Christian principle. The organization, we have lawyers as members. We have the imam, the Muslim as members. We have pastors. We have everybody as members. Just for a typical example, a burning issue that we, the Elder Council, have and other people not talking. So I will go to President Weah. His former Excellency, George Manuel Weah, we, the Independent Elder Council for Peace and Reconciliation, we want to commend you. We want to congratulate you. Because what you did, you set precedent, you set example, you made record again. Because it's the first of a kind in Africa for sitting president while the checking vote to concede. We applaud you for that. We tell you thank you. Thank you. And we want to continue your good work. We want to continue. Don't listen to people. Don't listen to, oh, that had demonstration. Oh, that do. You have age in your favor. You have numbers in your favor. People love you. Don't encourage protests. Don't encourage trouble. Because we hear with the elder, we're hearing a lot of small thing in the air. People talking, oh, we are all people, we have nowhere to go. Liberia is our only country we're depending on. And they want to use you to cause trouble. Your reputation outside war is very clean and white. We the elders like appealing to you, don't support any violence that could make you to be embarrassed 2029. The number you have during the election It was given to you because of the love the people have for you. There's a special message I give you, Honorable Weah. It's because of the love people have for you. It was not campaign that your people run on your behalf. No. The same people want to come to embarrass your future. Please don't allow violence to spoil your future. To the President, Honorable Joseph Jima Boakai, congratulations. Since you took over, we have not spoken. You know me, we know each other. And the Elder Council is not only for opposition, not for government, we are neutral. We're there to tell the wrongdoing to whosoever did wrong. Thank you, because you said you came to rescue. And we love how you're taking it, because during the past regime, when someone corrupt, someone commit crime, they never use a punishment. But at least you're doing well, you're trying your best. But we are appealing to you. Try. I said it 3 times. Try and make peace with former President George Manneh Weah. If you need peace in the country, be in good rapport with the opposition, call them, sit with them. You tell your former Vice President, President Weah, and you are in good rapport. And then it's your personal issue, but we believe we get out to see and we get ear to hear. President Weah needs to do well. So he considered not that he afraid of you, but he gave you the chance to rule. The first thing you should have done, my son, come. Come, because you having the highest opposition in the country. For peace sake. We the poor people, we had nowhere to run. But you people, some people have full passport, some people get horses in foreign country, and we don't want trouble here anymore. So reconcile with your son. You see Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, the former president, she knew wisdom. When she became president, she called Honorable Weah and made him who? Peace ambassador. She went and put President Weah under her arm. Anytime CDC won't call show and say, my son, there are people, yeah, we'll go and talk to them. Use wisdom in leadership. We are appealing to you to apply wisdom. Please, call former President Weah, he's your son. Then peace will come. The time Solomon became king in the land of Israel, he went and asked God for wisdom. He not asked for riches. God gave him wisdom. And during the time he was king, no war entered Israel because God gave him wisdom and peace all over. So I'm turning appealing to you, please, we try to invite President Weah, he's your son, for him to reconcile and carry the country peacefully.
All right. So I'm playing it one more time because I want you to listen. So Jack down the points, and I want you to listen to him. I'm playing it one. I take out my shades. I want you to shave on my face. I want you to see my. I want you to look in my naked eyes. So I'll play it one more time. I want you to listen to the chairman of the Independent Elder Council. They say they are Independent Elder Council for Peace and Reconciliation. So I got the part that he said he spoke to President Weah, former President Weah. And he spoke to the current president of the Republic of Liberia. So he spoke to the former president, and there are things that he said. Mind you, they did not come on this platform and say the same thing the old man saying. They did not come on this platform and said the same thing that this old man is saying now. So, but let me play it one more time. Listen, one more time. Listen, one more time. Listen to him. Listen to him.
Speaking, Elder Samuel O. Phillips, the founder of this great organization, the Independent Elder Council for Peace and Reconciliation. The reason why I funded this group with my people, because there are a lot of wrong attitudes going on in the country. We don't have no law and order anymore. So the Independent Elder Council was established to restore peace and reconciliation. We are there for advocacy. We talk for the speechless and the voiceless people. We advocate for people. We talk for people. We recommend. We are not there to condemn. First, I will start with the rule of law. You know, we're built on Christian principle. The organization, we have lawyers as members. We have the imam, the Muslim as members. We have pastors. We have everybody as members. Just for a typical example, a burning issue that we, the Elder Council, have, and other people not talking. So I will go to President Weah. His former Excellency, George Manuel Weah, we, the Independent Elder Council for Peace and Reconciliation, we want to commend you. We want to congratulate you. Because what you did, you set precedent, you set example, you made record again. Because it's the first of a kind in Africa for sitting president while they checking vote to concede. We applaud you for that. We tell you thank you. Thank you. And we want to continue your good work. We want to continue. Don't listen to people. Don't listen to all that had demonstration. All that do. You have age in your favor. You have numbers in your favor. People love you. Don't encourage protest. Don't encourage trouble. Because we hear, with the elder, we're hearing a lot of small thing in the air. People talking, oh, a mentor government crying. We are all old people. We have nowhere to go. Liberia is our only country we're depending on. And they want to use you to cause trouble. Your reputation outside war is very clean and white. We the elders like appealing to you, don't support any violence that could make you to be embarrassed 2029. The number you have during the election, it was given to you because of the love the people have for you. There's a special message I give you, Honorable Weah. It's because of the love people have for you. It will not campaign that your people run on your behalf. No. The same people want to come to embarrass your future. Please don't allow violence to spoil your future. To the President, Honorable Joseph Jima Boakai, congratulations. Since you took over, we have not spoken. You know me, we know each other. And the Elder Council is not only for opposition, not for government, we are neutral. We're there to tell the wrongdoing to whosoever did wrong. Thank you, because you said you came to rescue. And we love how you're taking it, because we speaking, I'm Elder Samuel O. Phillips, the founder of this great organization, the Independent Elder Council for Peace and Reconciliation. The reason why I funded this group with my people, because there are a lot of wrong attitudes going on in the country. We don't have no law and order anymore. So the Independent Elder Council was established to restore peace and reconciliation. We are there for advocacy. We talk for the speechless and the voiceless people. We advocate for people. We talk for people. We recommend. We are not there to condemn. First, I will start with the rule of law. You know, we're built on Christian principle. The organization, we have lawyers as members. We have the imam, the Muslim as members. We have pastors. We have everybody as members. Just for a typical example, a burning issue that we, the Elder Council, have, and other people not talking. So I will go to President Weah. His former Excellency, George Manuel Weah, we, the Independent Elder Council for Peace and Reconciliation, we want to commend you. We want to congratulate you. Because what you did, you set precedent, you set example, you made record again. Because it's the first of a kind in Africa for sitting president while the checking vote to concede. We employ you for that. We tell you thank you. Thank you. And we're going to continue your good work. We want to continue to. Don't listen to people. Don't listen to, oh, that had demonstration. Oh, that do. You have age in your favor. You have numbers in your favor. People love you. Don't encourage protests. Don't encourage trouble. Because we hear with the elder, we're hearing a lot of small thing in the air. People talking, oh, a military government coming. We are all people, we have nowhere to go. Liberia is our only country we're depending on. And they want to use you to cause trouble. Your reputation outside war is very clean and white. We the elders like appealing to you, don't support any violence that could make you to be embarrassed 2029. The number you have during the election, it was given to you because of the love the people have for you. There's a special message I give you, Honorable Weah. It's because of the love people have for you. It was not campaign that your people ran on your behalf. No. The same people want to come to embarrass your future. Please don't allow violence to spoil your future. To the President, Honorable Joseph Jima Boakai, congratulations. Since you took over, we have not spoken. You know me, we know each other. And the Elder Council is not only for opposition, not for government, we are neutral. We're there to tell the wrongdoing to whosoever did wrong. Thank you, because you said you came to rescue. And we love how you're taking it, because during the past regime, when someone corrupt, someone commit crime, they never use a punishment. But at least you're doing well, you're trying your best. But we are appealing to you. Try. I said it 3 times. Try and make peace with former President George Manneh Weah. If you need peace in the country, be in good rapport with the opposition, call them, sit with them. You tell your former Vice President, President Weah, and you are in good rapport. And then it's your personal issue, but we believe we get out to see and we get ear to hear. President Weah needs to do well. So he considered not that he afraid of you, but he gave you the chance to rule. The first thing you should have done, my son, come. Come, because you having the highest opposition in the country. For peace sake. We the poor people, we had nowhere to run. But you people, some people have full passport, some people get horses in foreign country, and we don't want trouble here anymore. So reconcile with your son. You see Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, the former president, she knew wisdom. When she became president, she called Honorable Weah and made him who? Peace ambassador. She went and put President Weah under her arm. Anytime CDC won't call show and say, my son, there are people, yeah, we'll go and talk to them. Use wisdom in leadership. We are appealing to you to apply wisdom. Please, call former President Weah, he's your son. Then peace will come. The time Solomon became king in the land of Israel, he went and asked God for wisdom. He not asked for riches. God gave him wisdom. And during the time he was king, no war entered Israel, because God gave him wisdom and peace all over. So I'm turning appealing to you, please, we try to invite President Weah, he's your son, for him to reconcile and carry the country peacefully.
Thank you so kindly. Elder Samuel O. Phillips, you listened to him very well. He spoke very well. Oh my God, he spoke very well. Very well. And he's the head of the Independent Elder Council. The Elder Council established for peace and reconciliation. He spoke limitedly on many other issues, but those are two issues that he spoke about that grabbed my attention, and I think it's important. He spoke to Ambassador Weah. The first thing he said was, there is no law and order in Liberia. There is no law and order in Liberia. That's what he said. You listen to him. Those of you in Radio Land, you listen to him. Those of you following via the social media, you listen to him. You saw him, his image. He said there is no law and order in Liberia. There is no law. He's an elder, though. So he's been following the happenings in our country, and said bluntly that there is no law and order in Liberia. It is under the Unity Party, Joseph Human Bouakai government, that there is no law and order. I didn't hear him saying the past regime there was no law and order. He said there is no law and order in Liberia under this government of President Bouakai. I don't know why the United Party people argue when it comes to George Weah. Because you say, oh, come on the radio, only George Weah. Some of you who nobody can listen to you're saying, oh, only George Weah they can talk about. Only George Weah they can talk about. But at Joseph Bouakai, you want me to talk about. Now, this is an adult of the land. Bouakai recognized those people. Joseph Bouakai recognized these people, this group, the Independent Elder Council. He recognized them. They are people. In all that the men said about George Weah, why you heard any bad thing about George Weah there? Everything the elder said about George Weah, you heard a bad thing about George Weah? Where is them? What Daniel Sando? What the rest of the folks? Those of you who sit down and you want to rub shoulder with somebody who is clean, pure white out there. You heard the man? Am I the one that said what he said? No. And I've said it to you repeatedly. He said George Weah set precedent. He said what? George Weah set precedent. He said George Weah set precedent. He said George Weah set an example. He set precedent. He set an example. Something that never happened in the history of our country. That this man set a precedent. Something that we will remember. The unborn generation will remember. Our great-grandchildren, grandchildren, and great-grand will remember the precedent that George Weah set that will be into history. An example that nobody is willing, including Joe Bouakai, he's not willing to accept, to follow. He recognized that too. The example that no member of the Unity Party have set. The precedent that no one member of this Unity Party of Joe Bouakai have ever set, including the president. They recognize George Weah as the man who set that precedent in that example. He set record. The records are there. He mentioned that George Weah, for a man to concede defeat in the presence of the counting of votes, he recognized the effort of George Weah. He called him His Excellency. And he said, George Weah, the people love you. The people love you. He's not lying. The love for Joe Bouakai and the love for George Weah, there is no comparison. The people overwhelmingly, from the bottom of their heart, truly love George Weah as compared to Joe Bouakai, our president. No. Those who love Bouakai, they only love him because of what they will get from him. But people honestly and truthfully and cheerfully, joyfully love George Weah from the bottom of their heart. It is not out of pretense, because they didn't benefit. Some of them, they didn't benefit when George Weah was president. They didn't benefit directly, even though they benefited indirectly, because George Weah's government impacted the lives of their family. Maybe in the educational sector, in the health sector, or maybe some way, somehow. But they truly love George Weah. He said, they truly love him. I didn't hear him say the people love Joseph Boakai. He said the people love you, George Weah. Then one thing he said, George Weah repetition outside world is very clean and white. George Weah repetition outside the country is very clean and white. So those of you in United Party can one put your mouth on George Weah and talk about his repetition out there. Many of you don't have a repetition as compared to George Weah. You and George Weah can go out, he'll make you, he will sell you. You are not marketable. George Weah is marketable, and George Weah can market you. He can take you out there and he present you to any world leaders. They will consider you because the recommendation from whom is coming, the person is coming from, that person is a name of repetition. That the elder council in Amboya, that the people who say they are the elder of the land, who say they can see, and then he said, the number you have was given to you because the people love you. The people love you, that's why they voted for you. The people love you, that's why they voted for you. Everything this man said, I thought to play so that you, the Unity Party people, you will listen to somebody who respect George Weah. They followed. And he said, we get ears, we get eyes, we can see, we can hear. We know what George Weah been doing. We know what George Weah been doing. An elder speaking of a man who you are the United Party people think he's irrelevant. Then he came to Joseph Boakai. Everything the man said about George Weah. You heard him saying George Weah stole money. George Weah jail people. George Weah had political prisoners. George Weah made a lot of people were suffering. George Weah did nothing. They didn't pay anything for the people. You heard anything of that nature? No. Then he came to your president. The old man, as a leader, traditional leader, he called Joseph Boakai 3 times. He said, try. I call you, I said it 3 times to Joseph Boakai. Why do you think this old man said it 3 times? Why do you think he said it 3 times? Probably he believed that Joseph Boakai is a stubborn president. He's somebody who will not listen. He's somebody who will not take advice. He's somebody who will not heed your instruction. Knowing the fact that there is no rule and order under this president in our country. So he called him 3 times. He said, try, Joe, try. Make peace with George Weah. The elder can see. Who will not see some things. He said, try. Why do you think this elder said it 3 times to Joseph Boakai? That Joseph Boakai should try his best and make peace with George Weah. Why is the elder asking that Joe Boakai, the president, make peace with George Weah? When George Weah is not the president, when George Weah is a former president, he doesn't control the military. He's not controlling the Coast Guard. He's not controlling the national security. He's not controlling the resources of our country. Why will this elder council be asking Joe Boakai to try and make peace with George Weah? Saying it 3 times, try. Why do you think this man is saying it? What is the thing that you think the elder council have seen in George Weah? For which they are telling Joseph Boakai, try your best and make peace with George Weah. Make peace with this George Weah. So if this George Weah was in relevant Unity Party, will this elder be asking your president to make peace with him? Will this elder be asking will the council through, because it is the council that spoke through their leader, will they be asking Joseph Boakai to make peace with George Weah? They have seen, they have heard, they know who George Weah is, they know his involvement into peace in this country, they know his ability. So they are asking your president, you think Joseph Boakai looking at somebody that won't make peace? The man said, we get eyes to see, we get ear to hear. What George Weah been doing? Try and make peace with George Weah. Then he said, if you need peace in the country, be in good standing with the opposition. If you need peace in the country, if you need development in the country, be in good rapport. That is why when Joe Boakai took over, they made our Omar Beslo Yanti, foreign minister, some of us were happy. But when she started going out there, she never heard result. Why? Because the people were asking, what is the relationship between your government and the opposition? What is the relationship between your president and the former president? They were in the know. Because they were the one that celebrated George Weah. They were the one that celebrated Liberia. That for Liberia, a tiny country, to prove to the world that they understand that they are very good people when it comes to the practicing of democracy, to demonstrate to the world that a seated president will concede defeat while the counting is going on. The whole world drew to Liberia. They respected George Weah. Not just they respected him because he was respected already. They double his respect. They honor him in an extraordinary manner and consider him as an asset to the country. Because of him, George Weah. So the international community thought, because of this boy, we will move development into Liberia. We will move into Liberia. We will invest because Liberia have opened up and proven to the world that they are ready and they are the true sons and daughters of democracy. We will go there. So it was because of George Weah's decision that the whole world was not willing to turn to Liberia. That the whole world was willing not to invest because of one man's decision. A decision that shaped the paradigm and I was taking our country into a promised land of development. A decision. That's why when the foreign minister Honor Joe Baka started going around talking to people, nobody chose to listen to her. Because when they saw the action of the president, when they saw the action of our president, not showing an attitude of gratitude, but want to be authoritative, tyrannic, and dictatorial, they thought that no, we can't have a man like George Weah making such a decision. Then a president who is an elder will not be appreciative. I don't think Liberia on the path of democracy. It is an individual that is on the path of democracy, but as a nation, we might not see it. So these are the things that the elder council heard, and they said, Baka, you better try your best. You want development? You better try, and mark my word. The world was ready to move in Liberia because of George Weah's decision. But when Joe Baka blundered, when Joseph Baka started to wish on George Weah, when Joe Baka thought he can disgrace a global figure, a global celebrity, a global icon that understands the tripartite arrangement. No, the world said, but this man, their papa is not an elder. That's why the elder council tell him Baka, try 3 times. 3 times to call your president. Then the man said to him, John Weah considered defeat not because he's afraid of you. Isn't what the man said? The other man said, John Weah conceded defeat not because he's afraid of you. You think John Weah is afraid of Joe Baka? No. George Weah has a commanding voice. He's not afraid of Joe Baka. He's not afraid. Who's saying it? The elder council. The elder council is telling our president, George Weah conceded defeat not because he's afraid of you. Not because he's afraid of you need Joe Baka. No. George Weah conceded defeat not because he's afraid of you. No. Because there are few things that George Weah considered for which he conceded defeats. Where are the few things, Liberia?
Almost 2 years ago, we lost an election by a resulting margin. Less than 20,000 votes. And yes, I conceded not because I was weak, but because I was strong enough to put Liberia first. Peace over conflict. I choose the Constitution over chaos. I chose democracy over division.
Let us see.
Almost 2 years ago, we lost an election by a resulting margin. Less than 20,000 votes. And yes, I conceded not because I was weak, but because I was strong enough to put Liberia first. over conflict. I choose the Constitution over chaos. I chose democracy over division.
So this is why the Elder Council of the Republic of Liberia was telling our president, you know, Joe Baka, we have to listen to some of us. That is why Kula Fofana and the rest of the folks, they had the radio in the executive mansion, they had a newspaper so the papa can read, so he can hear what we say. But if Joe Baka will take up his time as a wisdom-minded leader, he will listen to some of us. We are here to help him. It's just because Joe Baka, they train and Kula Fofana, they're so crafty in their kiria, so they want a papa to listen to some of us. This is what the Elder Council said. The Independent Elder Council. This is what the man said to Joseph Human Baka. John Weah considered defeat not because he's afraid of you. No. George Weah conceded defeat not because he's afraid of you, Joe, but because George Weah was strong enough to put Liberia first. He was strong enough to put Liberia first. That's why all of you in the United Party, you need to realize. Who told you George Weah afraid of you? Who told you? It is an Elder Council, the Independent Elder Council of Liberia. They are telling you, Joe, John Weah considered defeat not because he's afraid of you, because he was strong enough. He was strong enough. He was energetic. He was charismatic. He was zealous. He had a commitment, a confidence to choose Liberia, to put Liberia first. Not because he's afraid of you. John Weah was the commander-in-chief. You were the former vice president. So if John Weah can concede defeat, you think because he's afraid of a Joe Baka? No, because he was strong enough. He was strong enough to put his country first, to put Liberia, the bigger picture, ahead. Not you. You are an individual. You are an individual. All of you, the United Partisans that graduate with doctor, master degree, you lack the wisdom that God gave to George Weah. You lack that wisdom. That's why you will always brag. You will never get international recognition. George Weah will always be ahead of you because he carried a supernatural grace. That the elder saying it, and that boy we are seeing. They are telling you. So George Weah choose democracy over division. George Weah choose peace over chaos. That's why he said, Baka, take it. I want my country to be peaceful. I want my people to live. I want my people to live. I want Liberia to continue. I don't want the country in disarray. Because I see how greedy you are. I see how desperate you are. That if you don't win the election, there will be no Liberia. I listened to your voice. I heard you. I was president. I heard you threatening the peace of our country. I was president. I heard your followers threatening to take guns and kill our people if they don't win this election. I will not join you, Baka. I will not be part of what you intend to destroy this country. I will give it to you. Any president title you want, I will give it to you. It takes a man like George Weah to take such a decision. That is why the elder said to Baka, George Weah concede defeat not because he's afraid of you. He's not afraid of you. He's not afraid of you. But because he mustered the courage. He was strong enough. Like you, Baka, you're not strong enough to take decision. That is why your people are stealing around. That is why you see Liberia is in the bottom's left pit. That is why our country is still at the stage of retrogressiveness. We are not progressing. We're not making impact. We're begging small country that we come up, you start put out to recognize them. We are beggars in the midst of resources, in the midst of waters we are tested. That is why we are beggars. And that is what they're saying to you. You heard the Elder Council, the men told you, and all these things the men said, I've said it to the Liberian people. All the things the elder said, I've said this thing repeatedly to you. That Madam Salif used wisdom. He didn't say it. That Madam Salif used wisdom to draw George Weah to her. There were 17,000 peacekeeping force on the ground. She don't need a George Weah. There was no need for George Weah because she had the backing of the international community. She had the backing of ECOWAS. She had the backing of AU. She had the backing of the US government, the European Union. So what drew George Weah closer? Because for peace to reign, for peace to exist, that she would lead Liberia well, she needed a George Weah. because she understands that George Weah has a commanding voice. A voice that when he speaks out, the young people, the older folks are listening. She drew him closer, not just closer, she made him the peace ambassador. That is why when CDC want to do something, they say they prepare their wisdom. It is that wisdom you're lacking. Now the elders are telling you to make peace. Liberian, is Joe Baka willing to make peace with George Weah? Is Joseph Baka able to make peace with George Weah? Is he willing? With all the dismissal, with all the insult on seditions, ridiculing CDC people who are Liberians, considering them to be different national because of their political affiliation, is Joe Baka able to make peace? Is he a peacemaker? Is he a man that really serious about peace in this country? So what the elder council is saying to the old man, you think Baka is able to make peace with George Weah? Since that day, George Weah called Baka. Congratulations, Papi, you have won. Not a day that Joseph Baka pick up his phone and call. Then somebody say, why George Weah can't call them? You might be stupid. You might be mad. You might be, what might be in your head? You will say, what is in your head? Joseph Baka, who is an elder, your small brother pick up phone and say you win. Even though he had the ability to say, announce me, man. Hey, announce me. Let me catch Joe Baka and people on our street. Let me brutalize them. No, he mustered the courage. Baka able to muster the courage and make peace with George Weah? Even though he disgraced George Weah people, he ridiculed George Weah, he tried to bring the presidency to public disrepute. You think Baka able? Because the old man, the guys around the old man tell him, Papi, that you come in beg George Weah, that you come in call George Weah. You are the commander-in-chief. You can order George Weah arrest. No need to go beg that man. Let him make him beg you. God forbid in heaven that George Weah go to Joe Baka and beg him. Now, you see, because Baka refused to listen to the voice of reasoning, he allowed these boys around him to fool him and tell him, you don't need George Weah. You don't need George Weah. Go ask Beslo Yanti. Baka, go ask your foreign minister. Why is she not penetrating with all her experience at the United? You think that United Nations thing you carrying to go to other people? You think that United Nations experience? No. George Weah worked at the UN for 9 years. 9 years as ambassador for UNICEF. He understands the modus operandi of the United Nations mission. Why Beslo Yantina penetrate? Why everywhere she go, they will ask her, what is the relationship between your president and the former president? What is the relationship between your government and the opposition? Why she didn't bring results to our country, Joe? Because the people are aware that you broke the deal that they signed with you, that George Weah gave to you. You broke the commitment. They were surprised that you as an old man, you as an elder, will refuse an offer to see Liberia peaceful and on the path of development. So Joseph Baka willing to make peace with George Weah. When Joseph Baka tell people to grab sedition anywhere, anybody carrying the symbols of CDC or wearing the paraphernalia of CDC, they should be dismissed. The elder council, you spoke well, but this president is not willing. Joseph Human Baka is not willing to see this country peaceful. He's not willing to see this country on path. But you know the good thing? The good thing here is Joe Baka and his people cannot lie to the old people. The old people are not telling Joe Baka, you don't know wisdom. We will show you wisdom. That is why every lies and fallacies that they are carrying around, they say to them, no, we know. Today, what was not happening 12 years ago, that is what happening now. Today, an old man in her 60 years, her 50, her 70s, her 80 are all knowing the truth. They have heard. I have not seen in a country where the older people are heavily involved into politics as compared to now. Why is it that the old people now they are into politics? Why are they calling on the radio more than the young people? Why are they propounding and articulating the issues more than the young people? It's to say to you that the old people now have gotten to reason that there are some other people who are carrying a mere older title, but they are not old people. They are only carrying age. Age is for the wisdom. Age is for the wisdom. It's not for people because you want to be 85 years. There are people with 85 years and they know nothing. There are papa and old man who are not educated. They are 80 years, but they carry the wisdom. that when they speak to a situation, kind. And I cancel Joseph Baka willing to make peace with George Weah. You think we'll go that George Weah go pick up phone to go to Baka? You heard what the man said? The man said Joe Baka. He called him 3 times. Try to make peace with George Weah. To make peace with George Weah. That the adult saying it. It's not me, but we are seeing. Joseph Human Baka is our president. But for the fact for this old man to be stubborn, the king Nebuchadnezzar, for this old man to put rock in his heart, to be this stubborn and expect Liberia to progress, no. The essence for which the righteous will be in power is for the people to rejoice. You can't say the righteous in power and the people suffering, the people crying, the people are divided. Then why you can allow the other people to be now? If the righteous will be in power and the people suffer, then allow those who are unrighteous to be in power now. Look at our country today. Today, people going to hospital, they are afraid. Because there are some hospitals, the doctors, they are fake. They are there extracting people kidney, taking people heart, taking people lung, putting it in bottle and shipping it out of the country because they want to enrich themselves. And they want to be in power. Nothing will come out of it. As we speak, they say, out of that up, you running away, you go already. Because some big hands telling you go, because they are part of the cartel. Is this a country that you want God to bless? Is it a country that you want God to bless? When the leader themselves, how many of you, the elders, are speaking the way the elders spoke? How many of you are telling Joe Baka, make peace with George Weah? You forcing him? Look, your president, that old man carry a iron rock hat. Joseph Baka, he carry a iron rock hat. That paper, he's unrepented old man. He's not serious for this country. And when we're telling you, some of you feel we don't like the old man, how many of you want to open your mouth like us and talk the truth? It's not me that's saying it now. The elder that telling Joseph Baka, you think George Weah considered defeat because he's afraid of you? No, George Weah not afraid of you. George Weah considered defeat because he was strong enough to master the courage. And that is why George Weah said reminded Joseph Baka and Unity Party people. What they can do, that what George Weah did to them. That is when I see people like Sando, Daniel Sando, Jerry Lemek Pia, and the rest of the garden stand behind the microphone, and they want to insult George Weah. I pitied them. Because none of them in this government has global recognition as compared to George Weah. Even Joe Baka is not new outside this country as compared to George Weah. Joseph Baka, who the president, is not who know him out there as compared to George Weah. Today, George Weah is the one that caused Liberia flag to be recognized. You go anywhere, say I'm from George Weah country. When you say you're from Liberia, they're wondering. But you say I'm from George Weah, they say, oh, George Weah. I never heard one day, oh, Joe Baka, Ellen Johnson. They who born you. They are not connected to this country. There are names that when you call, the people recognize Liberia. Is this president willing to reconcile with George Weah? You think George Weah backing Joe Baka? Joe Baka get people around who told him, say, if you make peace with George Weah, Papa will be bad. And he sat down there as an old man who say he's of age, he get grandchildren. Allow those greater gods, those desperados, those tiffy roads to tell him, don't make peace with George Weah. Don't make peace with George Weah. Play a card giveaway, start 79 and start 24 hiding. I told him to send me the code. And feeling that, and they say, go and tell boss man, Sonny, you all know my mom. I respect people, but I can misbehave. And you say, I told Tabata. I ain't get that kind of brain to be keeping some other thing. So if you don't furnish me with it, they left with you. Flower living before door, ear cut. Flower living before door, ear cut. Oh, what do you again? Everyone guy again. Oh. Oh, oh God. So you see, so is Joseph Baka willing to make peace with George Weah? That's not ever saying. Try. Now, all the other people know that Joseph Baka is supposed to make peace with George Weah. That George Weah is going to go beg Joseph Baka. John Weah became president. He used wisdom. He drove to Joseph Parker house and said, Papa, like bro won. Nobody is a loser. John Weah opened his hand to the Papa. Do they everything to make the old man happy. Respected the children. Children work in John Weah government. John Weah, they didn't hunt these people because they carry the title United Partisan. You become president. You want to kill the man. You want to harm the man. You can kill George Weah. You want to harm him. And then you allow your Ministry of Information to be the place to discuss George Weah and insult the desecrate the presidency, to insult George Weah. You carry one big hair sandal and to go sit down there and insult George Weah. And then you say you are a president that want to see this country. I hear Joe Parker talking about reconciliation, unity. What do you know about reconciliation, Mr. President? You don't know anything about reconciliation. Just take it out of your mouth. Take it out. You don't know nothing about reconciliation, Mr. President. You know nothing about it. You can't be a president and an adult and you allow these small children kula for finance to fool you. Who born kula for finance for go tell us you might not listen to radio. You know when last you been. You know when you're in Bahum, when you're in Kolahum, before you went to Wasanga. And now your own radio from Kota you need to listen to Joe. That your radio when you're in the police, why you need to see people drive a lesson, you carry a who you keep it, you say a loss, and then they give you money, you bring it back. When you are in the police, that all roster radio, NIA use a new Joe. Then where Kula coming from to say you can listen to radio? The president can listen to radio. Where? Joseph Parker that reads well. You telling me that my president can read newspaper? Because you want steal, you want food the old man. Then you say the president don't have time to listen to radio. The man don't even get time to read the newspaper. Because they want food the old man. They come in the morning, all the newspaper, they take it out. Then you telling all the president can read newspaper, the president can listen to radio. If Joseph Parker willing to make peace with George Weah, what the elder council, the independent elder council said, everything they said about George Weah, you heard any negative thing there? No. But they reminded Joseph Parker that George Weah conceded defeat not because he's afraid of you, but this is the reason why George Weah conceded defeat and allow you to take the presidency free of charge.
Almost 2 years ago, we lost an election by a resulting margin. Less than 20,000 votes. And yes, I conceded not because I was weak, but because I was strong enough to put Liberia first. Peace over conflict. I choose the Constitution over chaos. I chose democracy over division.
That the man will not know Bogo. That the man who is not educated. Everything George Weah said, isn't what Parker doing? Parker have not choose anything. He have not choose peace over any of these things. Look, you guys love the old man. I love him because he's created in the image and likeness of God. I like him. But you see, what the elder council saying that Joseph Parker should make peace with George Weah. Joseph Parker is not even willing as a human being. Kula Fofana will not stop Joseph Parker. Joseph Parker has his own independent will. If the president won't behave like Nebuchadnezzar, he just won't get iron rat hat. But when we say that the children around him now want you to the law, Joseph Parker said he got his own spirit, he got his own behavior. He just choose to be stubborn president. He just choose that way. Joseph Parker just choose to be who he are. He just want to behave too tyrannic. Yeah, that the paper too authoritative. The old man can do anything. But this is what killing our country. How many of you, the adults, are willing to be like the independent council, independent adult council? How many of you? How many of you willing? Why are you supposed to do that? What are they doing? How many of you telling Joe Parker, Mr. President, you making the country to suffer? You have divided the country so much. You have made Liberia to be reduced. Today, Liberia turned to human past era. You want back Kenya, you want back hat, you want back human being tete. Come to Liberia, they will sell it to you. Hospitals have become a grounds of assassination, of elimination, where our people go to hospital, they kill them, and they extract their parts because somebody in the government connected and taking those people parts organ outside the country to get rich. That's how bad our country is. That is how bad Liberia is. People pretend to be doctors. They are not doctors. They hide under the canopy of the profession. And they go there. And because they are then paid by other people to slaughter innocent people and extract their body parts and sell to get rich. You see the level of division. You see the hate in the country. You see the wickedness. Somebody go to hospital, they're not sick. Somebody choose to inject them and kill them because of their political affiliation. Gentlemen are making noise outside there. I'm making noise, not coming inside. So the country is fearful. That is why you see I tell people, mind your children. Don't let your children go the way they will go. Because they got people moving around looking for kidney. How can you have a nation? How can you have a country? Liberia is at a crossroad because you have a divided leadership. You have a leader who is not willing to reconcile with other people. And then you say down there, the country should prosper, the country should do this. Somebody who they tell say you've been killing people, you're allowing the person to run away. Somebody who pretend to be doctor, they are not doctors. People are admitting that the person came and went, the person came and children. And today, you're giving them escape route to leave the country because you are tied to the evil. You kill innocent children. You slaughter innocent people. You take their body parts and sell. And then you want to say, God bless Liberia, God bless the country. That's why you wanted to be leaders. That's why you wanted to be leaders. Let me tell you, Liberians, you think this president is willing to make peace with George Weah? If Joe Parker was truly willing to make peace, he would have started from the embryonic stage. From the Genesis, he would have done the same thing that George Weah did to him when George Weah became president. But from what I see, this old man is not willing. This old man is even willing that George Weah should be eliminated. With the visibility of him instructing his EPS and people to take security from around George Weah and Joel Howard Taylor to make them vulnerable, it speaks volume that he's going an extra mile to show how much hate he got for George Weah. Something that is in the Constitution, something that is in the law, that whether the man is critical or not, the state's supposed to protect him. But Joseph Parker said, take the security from around him, saying you won't be talking against me. Take the security from around Joel Howard Taylor, since you won't put a mob in politics. So let's make them vulnerable. Then make them open to people. Anybody can go in the car and harm them. God forbid. It's to show you that Joe Parker is not willing to make peace. But you say that there are many of you that like him. Many of you that like Joe Parker, they think what can happen to you, that why let to happen to other people. Only you might be happy. Only your family needs to go. But other people's family, you never celebrated any people. Anybody. When people happy, you're there. Only you might go to your house and they eat your rent. But when other people invite you to eat a rent, you're there. You want to big and bad. Look, do you think this man willing to make peace? Elder Council, I want to thank you. But you think they're a president looking at somebody that won't make peace with George Weah? And they are insulting George Weah all around. And they are threatening that they will kill this person. They will do this person. George Weah choose peace over chaos. George Weah choose the Constitution over chaos. That is why you see us, we stay here today. George Weah choose the Constitution. He showed respect for the Constitution. As compared to Joe Parker, who choose noise over the Constitution. Who want to see Liberia in disarray. As if to say he's from different country. He choose chaos. There is the opposite. George Weah choose the Constitution over chaos. Joseph Parker choose chaos over the Constitution. Everything good thing that George Weah will do, it is the opposite of Joe Parker. George Weah choose democracy over division. When you take democracy, you give power to the people. Because it is power for the people by the people. That constitutes democracy. So George Weah choose democracy over division. Joseph Parker said no. Joseph Parker said the country should be divided. So he choose division. He preferred the legislature to be a loggerheads. He expect legislators and the legislature should be in disarray. Should hate one another. Brother should go against brother. Sister against sister. Joseph Parker is the opposite of the positive things in our country. And you want us to sit here and just sing praises to him? No. The man is proceeding wrongly. You are not willing to tell our president that, Joe, you are damaging our country. There is no legacy about you will stay behind here. Because we have not seen any legacy project. Nobody wants to speak of you. It's only those desperados, those greedy goths, those tiffy around you. George Weah said, I was strong enough. I was strong enough, as young as I am. I was strong enough to muster the courage and put Liberia first. That is why I said Joe Barker take the country. You think I said take the country because I'm able to deal with you? You think I said take the country because I know that I got people behind me? No. The decision of George Weah brought a brighter future for Liberia. But when Joe Barker chose to honor his commitment to the devil, when Joe Barker thought that he made a pledge, a vow to the devil, that he will dance battle with the devil, not to put Liberia on the path of development, then Joe Barker said, no, I can't make peace with the ball. If I make peace with the ball, I will be going against my commitment to the devil, because I told the devil I will dance with him. I will allow him to take center stage of my country. I will allow him to put Liberia in the harm's ways. Where division will be in the country, where I will damage the legislature, I will show no respect for the rule of law, I will control the military, I will add that I'm a rebel leader, I will add that I'm a Gentile leader. Isn't what happening in our country? Do you think Joseph Barker will listen to the Elder Council, the independent Elder Council, to make peace with George Weah? You think George Weah is worried about Joe Barker? He's worried about the future of our country. He's not worried about Joe Barker. He's worried about Liberia's future, because our country is at the bottom left pit. Liberia is just going down, 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 down. Just because one group of people only want money for themselves. One group of people only want money. That's all they want. That's all they want. One group of people, they just want money for themselves. Only for themselves. Not for the country. Not for Liberia. Not for Liberians. Not for you to benefit. 9 o'clock, I will play host to people. So I open the telephone lines, and I have some guests here to talk about something shortly. But let's open the lines and take your calls up to 9 o'clock. Let's open the telephone lines, take your interactions. Let's hear you. The Elder Council, independent Elder Council, said they're calling on Joseph Barker to make peace with George Weah and telling Joe Barker that George Weah concede dividend because he's afraid of him. Okay, let's take your calls and let's hear you. Probably Joe Barker could listen to the independent Elder Council. 077-223-9933, 0886-304497, 0777-980-375 is the women line. Let's go to the women line first. Good morning.
Good morning, Israel.
Good morning.
Yeah, this is Gertrude J.D. Williams. I'm phoning from Johnsonville. Joseph Barker has destroyed the fabric of our democracy. We will not sit down and allow these things to happen all the time. It is because somebody stood for the law. It makes everybody's eyes to be open to a lot of things, which is Honorable J. Fonati Kofa. So, President Weah is our everything, and he's known all over the world. This is why they are not succeeding in anything that he is doing. The foreign minister can attest to that. There is nowhere that she will go, they will not ask about President Weah. To show that if the man was a reconciler, by this time they are gone far off in a lot of things, because every other thing they're working right now is a blueprint that came from the past administration. But yes, they refuse to acknowledge the past administration. Everybody looking at them, and we know, even those that voted for them in our various communities, they are so weak and discouraged about what is happening. They all know what is unfolding in this country, and they are just speechless. Thank you for having me, Israel.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Gertrude. Good morning.
Good morning, boss.
Go ahead.
To say, in the council, what she started to say after, the point for council of Western, I hope I've been. If I wanted to reconcile with you, we are ever since by then I'm going through election. We don't want for them to damage our president. Let it stay after. We not agree. They not bend all the rule of law. They don't want nothing more better in the country. The country are going down to the ground. Now when they come in, our president will make peace with him. We do accept. I talking to my president, if you go, if Waka help or you Waka enter in one for peace. It will not be good for you, Papa. Okay. We will share tears for you. Because they fighting hard to move you from on the earth. I do accept today, I don't need Kamara to touch your what's my talking to you. Do accept because you know someone wants to work for us. You never accept. Then you can't reach it. You shut down your phone. You are naked man. We now know phone. We now know phone behind you. We will tell you. We're standing by the rule of law and we're standing by God. We will tell you what we're talking about. What can I take you? What can I know? You must be for Cabo Baka today and for Cabo Baka tomorrow. You see the whole over here. You talking it. We don't want no problem for Baka. Thank you, Papa. We don't want to go there. No peace. We don't want peace for Baka.
Thank you. Let me take one more on the women line. Go to the mail line. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Israel Boyasi. This is the chair lady in a court from the common citizen in a quarter to be precise. The mighty Congress of Democratic Change, the Congress City. You know, Israel can't work on no more. I have told you that Baka is now a unifier. First of all, let me use this video to send my condolences to BBK or entire family for the loss of her mother. And let me congratulate Honorable J. Francisco Fa. He stood for the law. Yeah, I want to congratulate him. And I tell him thank you for now putting that law into chaos. Because Baka is a surrogate married for chaos. But we got a boss and Kofa, he was sound man and understand the rule of law and have law for country. Design to turn the country into chaos. And he say congratulations. My revelational salute to Honorable J. Francisco Fa for the same that you took. Israel will remember you and me have got that in history. And to the point, Israel, you know, Baka is now a unifier. I told you, that will come no more. If Baka could have unified people, he was going to unify the CPP. He was going to unify the wicked United Party. One more at least two, now more at least women pay. But women pay student in certain Banasteria to be his grandmother. Baka was then head of the United Party. He held women pay. Well, Yaka Koluba today stood in Lofa during the campaign and insulted in Babylon. We have mother. Baka clap for Yaka Koluba. So Baka is not a unifier. If everybody think that Baka will unify Liberia, they are in the wrong.
But the elders are saying he should reconcile. He should make peace with Georgia.
Yes, Israel. I listened to it this morning when you play it. But one question to the elder is this. Is Baka a unifier? Has Baka ever unified any organization like he did before? No. The records are there. He's not a unifier, Israel.
Okay.
Baka is a man of war. That means they're carrying a title, but he has very much reckless. That which everybody knows. Okay. That's why you see nobody can come to that brother. Even if Baka goes, but the other boy will be in vain. So it's like you don't have to wait your time to say, oh, Baka, the elder say Baka should go to for reconciliation. You will not do it.
Right.
So it's like thank you for the time and God bless you.
Thank you. So let's go to the mail line now and take most three persons too. Good morning.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, morning.
Let me say good morning and good morning to all listeners this morning. Yes, sir. My name is Marcino Macayo and I join from District 14. I'm a member of the National National Movement.
Yeah.
So, to the points, firstly, I want to appreciate the former Speaker, Honorable J. Fonadikofa, for respecting the rules of law, for standing by the law, for him setting precedent. Even though a lot of people expected him to just keep to that post, one thing we should understand is what J. Fonadikofa did is also a precedent because other speakers in the past never do this. And I was disappointed when I hear that Richard Kungu is just a speaker, being arrogant, disrespectful.
I know we'll come to that, Richard. We'll come to that voting probably tomorrow. Just get to the issue. I don't get time again. I get Gezo.
Okay, thank you.
We'll do that tomorrow. We'll open tomorrow line for you to appreciate Speaker, the former speaker.
Okay. The issue that had to do with, Bwakai or the elder calling Bwakai to unify, I think it's belated because Bwakai is not willing.
Okay.
This is if Bwakai wanted to reconcile with Ambassador Weah, that could have been right after the election. But right now, where we are, it will be difficult.
But better late than never. You can stay you can still make a turnaround.
That man insecure whenever he hear the name George Weah talking about bringing him around him. So it's not possible.
It's not possible.
Thank you.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you. Good morning. We'll talk about Speaker Kofa Summit tomorrow. Good
Good
morning.
morning. Good morning.
Yeah, go ahead.
This is Edmund.
Yeah.
Spiritually, if you are keeping this unprepared
Yeah.
presidency to the fire to
Edmund, let's go to the point.
Yeah. And let me say congratulations to the brothers that joined the mighty coalition yesterday. And people are not talking about that. This is what we are saying. Our work, our action, our ability will make other intellectuals to join us to keep the fire burning. I think in a crucial time where everybody looking for joy, to see young men coming to the party to openly join up, we should congratulate them. Let me say hats off to Jacob Jala for the bold step that they took yesterday to join and more to come. Look, to the other council, there is nothing that is said that we have not said here. But I will pick few points in their statement. President Weah has not endorsed protest. And they believe that protest will make him not to have difficulty in 2029. That's a charade. Then people in the Bwaka and other people were not going to have faith here because they did not say that they support protest. They were present. They were there. So it's people that have grievances and want to express it. And you want to appeal to President Weah so that President Weah will call them on the side so that they can stay away from it because of day 129. No, we are going to go out to tell Bwaka of his misrule. So protest cannot deny anybody or cannot rob anybody out of their ambition, and that is not going to stop President Weah from anything, and he has not endorsed any protest. Two, he said he also said that President Weah and Bwaka should meet. Yeah, if he want to do so, ECOWAS came here. They told Bwaka that after the election is reconciliation before development. He refused to do so. By calling on him to do so, we hope that he will be able to do it in good faith, but not in a secret meeting. No, and President Weah have the spirit of discernment. If at all he deemed it necessary that you should meet him, fine. But if at all he deemed it necessary that it's not timely, fine. All is well in the interest of Liberia. The next thing he talk about corruption. He said when he met him for the intro to the current president was, the past government, they didn't fight corruption, but for you fought in corruption. No, Elder Council 0.0. Waka is not fighting no corruption yet. When you face that president, be brave to face it and take it the truth. He's not fighting no corruption yet, but rather he is increasing the tension on Liberia when it comes to corruption. Nothing. What are the record? You didn't show the record. You didn't show anything that he's doing to fight any corruption that we didn't fight corruption in our government. We hang out, he doesn't say this song. We can't into court because of corruption. And he was later vindicated and he was let go. But what has Bwaka done? He wanted chasing people that he think don't agree with him in his thing that he is doing, but he's not actually fighting no corruption yet. So these are just a few points that I would let you strike off on the other end. Let them do more. Let them press for. They not only because people want to come protest and they feel shivering, they want to do it in the interest of Bwaka, then they can't hide under the canopy of Georgia is peaceful. Then when we listen to that, we go back ourselves and say, don't mind these people. So we are careful how to analyze our statement, how to digest our statement. We're not going to be carried away because somebody can't see Georgia is peaceful. It's not new. That is not news for us. Thank you.
Thank you, Khan. Thank you. Good morning. Morning. Good morning.
Morning, Israel.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, you are the king of Israel. Anything I want to say, you can say for me. And here what I meant to you, that council, he said, the time God made you king, no one fight because of wisdom God gave to you. So, what I want to say, you can say to me, I just waiting, let we read to 2028, 2029. So we'll see who get more crowd. A liar, how you don't burn it, you lose it. When you burn it, you spoil it. So we will not declare one Bwaka. He will declare one, he said, he made them run away and leave the country. Thank you.
Thank you so kindly, Sirisi Pape. Good morning.
Good morning, Boaz here.
Yeah, go ahead.
To the point, my name is Nathaniel Jai, calling you Calling you from Tusafi Road, precisely Ghanaville. I think the councilman spoke legislatively. But what happened is that, you know, when he already said there's no rule of law in the country, and then he has seen that he said he advising Jeremiah that the people shouldn't fool him. What our constitution told us, we can sample peacefully and present our petition. So I think the councilman was to tell Bwaka that when the people come out, anytime, send your people and let them receive their petition and tell them why you going to address the issue. When Jeremiah was in power, when the people went for protest, at that time Jeremiah left this country, went somewhere, and he sent Joel Howard Taylor to go and receive the people petition. That's what the governor. But you can't see people get together, they are citizens, and you're doing something when you say no rule and order. How do we restore the rule, the law and order? How do we restore it?
Okay.
It's by peaceful protest. Protest doesn't mean that war. So you will not say, we have the people will not make you to your record is clear. The people will not make you. We are not telling people say you're going in and go beat people. Say you carry our petition to them and tell the government what they're doing. No, the law and order, so they can restore it. And by our constitution gave us the right to assemble together peacefully and present our petition to our government.
Okay.
So protest doesn't mean confusion. And when the councilman say they will not fool you, we are to make we are not to any parliament will say they're going to shoot the most possible thing. He been peace ambassador for Samuel Doe, but for Samuel Kanye Doe time through Charles Eddie Johnson up to he Bwaka now. And can you imagine in the whole of Africa, the marching where we are with? There's no really establishment of being power in Africa, and you get them out of power that kind of marching.
Okay.
But to show to them that the man is a peaceful man, he don't want confusion. He said, okay, let it be. And then the first time, 2011 again, he did the same thing.
Thank you.
He waived the whole right to Eddie Johnson. He said, no city chairman go there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so kindly.
Quickly before I drive the lamb.
Yeah.
Before I drive the lamb. Brother, I think I told you about my rental business.
You got to come to the station. I come at the station, Chief. Come at the station. Good morning.
Good morning, bro.
Yeah.
How you doing, Chief?
I'm okay. Go ahead.
Since this morning, I keep trying, no way for me to go through.
You true now.
I thank God to get through this morning. You know, but we are saying we thank you this morning for every time you come on the radio to make us to understand what's going on in the country. But we told the people. But you know, one thing that I observe with the Liberians, somebody can come from America today or can come from anywhere today. The Liberian people will just jump behind the person without knowing the person. We always let us follow the crowd. That's what happened to us. If you hate somebody, it is good of trying to ask God for permission. But the people who vote for Joseph Baka, they never knew Joe Baka for anywhere. But because the crowd, some of them, the only thing when they were asking them, why you're voting, why your father behind the woman, the only thing they could tell us is that if I get experience, they could explain anything to us at a time. Because many days we may ask them, why are you people following behind the old man who already old now any bring again? Why you people following him for? The only thing they can tell us is if I get experience. Yeah, it's an experience today. What are we heading? What Liberia are heading today? But we are, the only thing you need to do is to keep talking.
Yeah.
Because our people, we don't know what we want. That's the reason why the country is not going anywhere. We don't know what we want. Somebody will kind of be doing, be trying their best for the country to move forward. And then the way we are setting the go, people will just say all kinds of things.
Okay.
So, but we thank you for telling all the right thing.
Thank you too. Thank you too.
And the other day, we are for me to drive the line. The other day I came to the radio station. I want to see. I had teeny bunny issues, and I really wanted to see you.
Yeah, you will always see me. Just keep trying, man. I can't. You still see me, Papa. I'm here for you. I tell you, Georgie.
No problem. I will try to come there. They come Friday.
Okay.
Thank you.
Let's go to the women line quickly. Good morning.
Good morning, Bob. Yes, here. This is my cousin calling from Christian Field.
Okay.
The group is 17. What we are saying, I want to say thank you to the head of. Let me say thank you to him first because he spoke. But let me tell you what we are saying. If you get your child and the child is doing wrong, don't pepper them when he's saying it.
Mm-hmm.
He spoke. I said, well, thank you that at least he came out to speak. But he must not say Joseph Boka doing well. He's supposed to say Joseph Boka, you're not doing well. When you're doing well, we say, what is Joseph Boka doing about corruption? Joseph Boka, people they're corrupting it. Can you imagine? Look at yesterday I was listening to you, but we are saying, look at the what up they say what they go do to Bapuru. Mm-hmm. But for the people that in Bapuru, it's all right for them. So I just want to tell you, when you want to speak, let him speak. Let everybody know that you better speaking the truth. He must not send for Joseph Boka. Joseph Boka not doing nothing in this country yet. But we are saying, and Joseph Boka not research your we are, he not research his share. That's the problem. The Bible says, anything you sow, you will reap. So I want to say thank you for putting me the time. Bye bye.
Thank you. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning, sir.
Yeah.
I'm taking calling from Kuburu. Yeah, the whole Boka issue, you just play your part. But nothing will accept to come on the come. The make so gangster around. Nothing will. If they try you get experience for the 2 years. For you to new two to settle the crash in the horse, the may not it was. But it was telling you say the may experience. I mean I get nothing left for Eddie. Nothing.
Okay.
You look at it, you may already need a great boy. Okay, power. What you say? Zero. Thank you for the show.
Thank you. Thank you. Good morning.
Hello.
Morning.
Hello. Yeah, good morning, Roger. Yeah. I always talking 18 days, so I mean I can't stay on talking. Because 18 years, what can I do? If you never do nothing for Liberians. On the next day you go with the devil and the devil. So we're not there to be so ever cancel them because they hear that we're going to have protest that one minute they get together, they say they talking about Jovia. Jovia is peace ambassador already, everybody knows. So nobody put it here to go and have protest. But we going to have one protest. I don't care how they say we will go maybe, but maybe we'll have our protest. Waka will run away. They see where they make call last night that you'll be worried to run and escape from Liberia and we'll go and have protest. So we can tell something. So hello, I thank you for the people who are in Sudan. And where they rule law. So that all we after. Not ever come out, they do the what is they waiting for? What is they waiting for? They must hear that we have protest. So we not after that one. But what we're thinking about is what are teaching the Liberians and the law, the rule of law say what the president now holding your come up and tell the president to move. So all we after now what come on move over us. Hey, talking is that brief.
Okay.
So we tell God, taking that God be with us.
Thank you. Thank you so kindly. Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning. My name is Ezra Bowiasi.
Yeah.
Here's the voice of William S. Hans and a full of cards where needed.
Okay.
In of the massive discrimination information hub. Israel, you laid down some premises when it comes to culture. Was very, very right when he said Braga is when it comes to fighting corruption. In Liberia, there's the first president within a space of 1 year to suspend government officials for corruption. Some of them resigned because of allegations concerning their character to places that work.
Mm-hmm.
You have Ami Boda, you have the LRC. These are places that are very, very glaring to Liberian people. So the end of make a great point.
So Ami Boda resigned. Was he prosecuted?
But Ami Boda resigned because.
So how do you accuse someone of corruption and they resign? You don't prosecute them.
No, sir. I mean, all of the registration in Liberia.
Shake up the place you standing, my man. They might break you. Move from there. Dress on the other side.
Okay, am I better now?
Yeah, you better.
Yeah. So my point is, back then, we are safe here. There were people that were caught Can never be done.
But when you are caught for corruption and you decide to resign, is that you go with impunity or you should be prosecuted?
Oh, this is why the president asked the car that was equal to return to the executive.
Without prosecution. I know.
The executive be used. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Check the record.
That's the record without prosecution. What I'm saying now, thank you anyway, thank you. Are you prosecuted?
Hey, good morning, Israel.
Yeah, please move from Sarah Radio. Go ahead.
Yeah, my name is Joseph Corey. I call from Jacobson.
Go ahead.
Thank you so much for stopping on the discussion. But Israel, to go to the point, I can tell you for free the government is doing nothing for the referendum. The other council that come with press releases, they're only doing it because I've been compromised. How will you contradict yourself? We're talking about some who have been doing well in terms of law and order. But now you are saying that people should come out to protest.
Okay.
For what? And they talk about me have been doing well in terms of corruption. In terms of corruption, that's what you rightly said. You are keeping my corruption. The project is done by themselves. Take money and go sit down home. You don't prosecute them. They get the money when they eat it. They eat it for the corruption. Is that why that corruption? But the guys are doing nothing for us, but they just keep the marginalized us, see for us, and enrich yourself. Thank you for the topic on the discussion.
Okay, thank you, my brother. Good morning.
You.
Yeah.
The one.
How are you, brother?
You.
Go ahead. Maybe you can be asking me. Go ahead. No time.
This is the voice of Tabu Rasta. I'm phoning from Point 4 to be attacked in Zimbabwe.
Okay.
Let me agree with reporters who said, Boga damaged every fabric of our society. Let me agree with them. Boga is non-developmental president. And Boga is the party president. So I don't think in my mind that the council of the other council should be advising Boga to go and reconcile with President Weah. No, I don't think men who come with 40 years experience, you should be advised by people to go and reconcile with predecessor or men who agree before coming to the presidency. But let me tell you, Madam President, on June 26, 2018, President Weah signed into law 2 law agreements for the reshaping of Labrador Road Network. You see, Madam President, what they can do, But what we see in the government, 1 year, 5 months in office, the only thing we can see is the removal of speaker. Every day they want to remove speaker. What they told the people that they can't do, nothing we see from the people, so what kind of problem we have, so? Only God can save us from the kind of thing like we found ourselves here.
Thank you.
This is the kind of 42 years experience we're coming with, Thank you for having me, man.
Thank you. Good morning.
Hello?
Yeah?
Yeah, Mr. Bogas.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, my name is Bogas again. I was going to say Mr. Bogas, I want to say thank you. Thank you for your show. Thank you for the hello. The thing I get to say, that name when I hear is sad because that means I say willing to reconcile with George Weah. That means I'm a reconcile. I hear saying Puaka not for nowhere. Puaka for Serenu, Puaka not for Labrador, Puaka for Serenu. Is it Puaka not for nowhere? Puaka for Serenu, Puaka not Labrador. Everything is spoiled out for good morning.
Okay, let's go to the women line. Good morning.
Good morning, Papi Solo.
How are you?
Fine. That makes you calling from 2 Street Single.
Okay.
Yeah. I beg them, let them lay our former president alone. Sometimes it's better to be yourself. No friendship, because the friendship already we know is whitey blind her. Say he decided to show himself by not recognizing the man. Even all the men project there, he claiming it. He doesn't want to recognize the man. Let sleeping dog lie. Let them forget about the former president. 6 years will soon pass, my dear. And Kwame came on long life. We will see him right back again, and we'll share for him. We'll clap for him. Let the 72 I mean, the 42 years old experienced papa sit down. Nobody going to teach old dog new trade. Let me forget about him and forget about our former president. Okay? Let it be so. President, we will not die. This year will come and go. He will still bounce back like a local say. Thank you for affording me the time.
Thank you. Good morning.
Yeah, money boy, I say. Yeah, I had money.
Good.
The air council, I have asked. I council, what the air will quite a video every day. They love you for one enough of 1%. Oh, because what I said, I say, oh, get your salary. You put it in your pocket, that way you get that today, what for? He tired of getting. I want to that the police work of motor bar Benny. What the air? I said, B-man. He said, I want to wrong. You are not allowed to, oh, yeah. You are not allowed to be passing up over the line. You get photo wrong. Then when you not get photo wrong, the whole basket fight over with you every day. Traffic can go. Labio can go. Then you come to car in. You are not fool. It's not the first time. We wait our people there. Yeah? But then one will not say that there. As a owner person, what I follow back for the people. Do they study that they want to study more? The boy is yesterday that I got outside, go back and say, you want to for that. The boy who there. What is it? The boy go to the they go and the post there in the eye. That's what is it? I say, owner. Oh, now you're not to all. No matter what in the laboratory, who all get a laboratory, woman, cow, for everybody. The people money your pocket. Yeah, imagine. The man of a protest. Yeah, do you study protest? What are your hair? Then you want la protest in your fear, and now you're going for the protest. So that's what it now, when I will protest, you'll go. We not protest, you'll go. So you're trying to back up, power talking behind the one year. Thank you, what I say.
Thank you so kindly, Mambezi. Good morning.
Morning, is what we are here. This is Precious Takuka calling from Tindot Village. I listened to the elder council, but I just have few questions for him this morning. Where were this elder council when the Capitol building got burned and Joe Barker went and sat there and called the people hooligans? He did not talk. Where were the elder council when Joe Barker and his entire team were fighting for Nati Kofa to remove from in power? The elder council, they didn't call for meeting to advance. Where were the elder council when police are killing people on a daily basis, beating motorcyclists, police taking money from taxi driver illegally? Where were the elder council? That now you will come beg Joe Barker to go make friendship with George Weah? It's been later. George Weah don't need Joseph Barker friendship right now. Because it will just be looking at a trap. He will only do it under that pressure, or let me just do it, so maybe through the influence of John Weah, help can come to the country, and that's just all. But deep down in his mind, in his heart, he will not be doing it from his heart. He will only be doing it based on what he is hearing now for his elder council. So all the story then a later story. That's why we are stay on his lead. That's just why I stay on his lead. We all, for me, Nana, if I have my own way, I will just forward the whole year. Let's only to the account today. So we can see well that protest will make John Weah will not gain his same popularity. John Weah is calling for protest. Like people getting fell off with the whole issue. So they want they deciding now to stand up for the country. So let them lead John Weah out of the whole issue and focus on Liberia. Thank you this morning for having me on your show.
Thank you. Thank you so kindly. Talk about it on Kings 88.5077 22399333086 304497 or the women line 0777980375. Call me and let's hear you quickly. Good morning.
Yeah.
Morning.
Hello, Bali. Okay. Thank you, Bob. God bless you. You're doing for the Liberian people. God know the reason why he made a way. Generally, in the country, in our journey,
But they want it. They Rachel Kume. Why he say he speak on, you're not supposed to lead a speaker position and go resign. He want resign to go run for speaker. And he say he may speaker for the country. Then he resign because he resign. So he try to resign to run. They just see our country money putting in their pocket. But I don't bring the man and for Nimakande to pull it in position. They get it, they're suffering, they say the thing, they pocket, they say. No, Rachel, he was not supposed to resign. Yes. But just about I want to peace with Joey. I will have the men will say only. Well, I want to peace, but we are what I want to make peace. Yeah, Joey, I can grab the man. He will come in reconcile with George Ria. But he never reconcile up to later. Even the man willing for two of them to sit, he will sit with the man. So how George Ria will reconcile with him. But we are not men, really, yeah. That man, and that person, yeah, evil man. That man, when Breaker will come in, did he come like that? We call him and need Joseph Waka. Thank you for the program this morning.
Hello.
Hello, good morning, brother.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Yeah, Rayo.
Yeah, I'm very happy to be with this show this morning. I'm from Lofa County.
Okay.
I'm one of the disabled from physical challenge who are live in Planco, Republic.
Okay.
Yeah. They look at this situation they're talking about. I actually wanted to be for them to be reconciled with us as a sedition. Because after the election, we go and congratulate him. Even if I was in Lofa County, I can't say they say everything happened in front of me. Someone all run away from Lofa in the up to now, as I'm speaking, people money business on me. I've been sending on it today that only something that I want me now, by the grace of Almighty Allah. So for that reconciliation, they back or not, that protest all they pass by the grace of Almighty Allah. And they will not be me saying 2020 now will come. They will not even think about it. So end my statement, I'm appealing to the station to please advocate for me for my banana money. I beg you, brother.
Okay. All right. Good morning.
You do?
Yeah.
Good morning, brother.
Oh, yo.
Yeah, I don't want to call. You know, I had a call on the show. Even though I'm on show since 2000, I'm in 2005. But I will blast a call. Listening to that, the error who is begging my president to go and with everything whatsoever. Let me tell you something.
We begging.
Come again?
Who the man begging? The man said, "Wakama maybe your job, yeah."
No. To make people job, but that doesn't know somebody who got for the 5 or for the 2 years experience. It doesn't know that it's so good make peace with somebody who you see the age of Methuselah got nothing to do with wisdom. You about 80 years old man, but they got the man who is in his 50s. He got more wisdom than you. He got more contact than you. Then I think you will be you are obliged to go and actually make friends with him or to talk to him to see how best he can make contact for you. But now you are stronger. Then I'm hearing your error telling my president, we are that SYC. No, I like the way you put it from the Tennessee. Oh, you did well. In fact, no president has done this in the whole of Africa and whatsoever. It is true. But now you cannot, put black cloth on my face and tell me, come, let go. That is impossible. You cannot praise him at the end of the day. We know why it's under the sleeve.
Yeah, but the man not talking to you. Are the man asking Joe Parker to make the peace.
Joe Parker will never do it. He will never do it. He knows that the way I think I'm more than that particular old man praised President Weah for doing what he did. Then he coming back to tell Joseph Parker to make peace with him. Okay. Oh man, that battle long have been drawn between two of them. To be fair, that old man is committed in doing wickedness. He will never forgive. Joseph Parker, that guy is not a star. He's committed in doing wickedness. He can never forgive. That's it. Thank you very much.
Thank you so kindly. Thank you so kindly. So let me talk to these people. Let's see here. What is this on the screen? Okay. So let me talk to these guests. Get this camera. Yeah, let me set this camera here. What did you? Yeah. There are two here. Great. Try to get him. Want to get him on the. Yes. Okay. So let me make that adjustment quick. Quick. See? Okay. All right. I think it's much better. All right. So let me talk to them. Who your cause is very important. So they from the Beatrice Willer Scholarship Foundation. Cyrus X. Blaze Senior is the country director. Along Thomas N.H. Tuer is the project coordinator. And they are here. Gentlemen, good morning. Welcome to talk about it on King's 88.5.
Good morning.
Yeah.
Yes, good morning.
Okay.
To the good people of Liberia.
All right. So let's start the ball rolling. Could you tell us something about the Beatrix Willer Scholarship Foundation?
Well, now it's a foundation that came about in September 2023, following the cries of the vulnerable youth, the children, and the people of West Point to call for immediate and possible assistance. So when she left Liberia, she started thinking about it because she was born in a township. So she decided to get back to the foundation, to the community, through the foundation. So she met and discussed with her family, and they all agreed to go into that endeavor. So Sarah is going to give her more detail, the composition of the family link to the foundation. Thank you.
So she was living in West Point.
Born in West Point.
Born and lived in West Point.
And went to school in West Point.
So when she traveled, she thought about West Point.
West Point.
Wow. To give back. Okay, Chief, will you tell us something later about Madam Beatrice Willer?
Okay, thank you very much. I'm so happy to be here today. The name remains Cyrus Blaze Senior. This whole activity started 2001 when my sister had the opportunity to go to the state. The Beatrice Willer that you talk about is my mother.
Okay.
Is a woman who went through a lot of difficulty to ensure that for her to have an education. She even sold ore. More often she used to credit from people just to pay our fees. So when this opportunity came to my sister and she went to the state, all the years she spent almost 20 years. And then she returned, started to come and visit us around 2021. So when she got in the country, for the time we have not seen, we move around, we talk to each other. So she had more 2 days to leave, and then I told her, I said, sister, there's a need for you to give back to Liberia, especially the West Point that we're from. Looking at those challenges our mother went through with us, I think it will be better. She said, oh, I don't have any plan now, but I will think about it. So when she went to the United States, I keep on engaging her on the issue. I said, there's a need for you to give back. So she said, oh, my brother, I'm willing to work. And I'm thinking it'll be good because a few years back when I was in Liberia, it was a challenging situation for us to go to school.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're coming from that direction saying that I should give back, definitely I'm going to work in your direction so that we can give back as a family. And in giving back, we are giving back based on our mother, what she went through for us. So we're going to name the foundation in honor of our mother, which is Beatrice Willer. And today, the foundation is Beatrice Willer Scholarship Foundation. We started with willing to help tomorrow in the program, free of charge, going to be there to partner with the kids. That because they say this issue is about West Point initiative, so they're going to give all the support. They don't need they don't need anything from us tomorrow. They're going to be partner with the kids from LEC Gate as far in the town hall to even be on the program.
So this initiative is all humanitarian.
Yes, it's all
100%.
100%.
Like I said to you, there's
100%.
nothing behind it.
No motive.
If any motive would be behind, we'll tell you.
But anything could happen.
Yeah.
There's a
So anything
cannot happen now. Something will happen to you.
That is not our vision. That is not part of our vision.
If it's going to happen to her, will you reject it?
I will reject it, and I will have to back up because I was told that there's no plan, there's no motive. I have been told.
But if us you bless and we decide to show appreciation,
I would then have to quit.
You have to quit.
Yeah.
Put your own record.
I had this opportunity when I went to the U.S. Embassy, and the guy asked me a question.
Okay.
He said, "Hey, you are going to the States. What happened if the Lebanon government asked you to stay there?" I said, "My dear, I'm going to come back to complete my graduation. After that, if they still want to send me on that mission, thereafter I will." The white guy said, "Hey, you pass."
Okay.
That's all.
All right. So let's hear you from West Point Township. It's a very good offer. Beatrice Bless Charity Foundation. Let me hear you from West Point. I've been put them on record. Okay, so let's take this person. Good morning.
Good morning, Brother T.
Yeah, where are you calling from?
I was calling from the system.
Okay.
Yeah, Rose.